It's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Now it's A-Chain headed right.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
Go ahead. Hey, come on, two.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On second down, Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
21 Chiefs.
Tua going to throw.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, 57, come.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 20.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're in the first or second seed come playoff time.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This will be fielded at the 17. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Chiefs at 0-8 now on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Attack, attack! Attack!
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Attack! Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. That's who is going to change things up. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Karlaftis brought his relentless motor from Purdue to Kansas City. 6 sacks, a couple fumble recoveries as a rookie. They expect him to continue to expand his game in his 2nd season.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Chiefs 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so he'll just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Mahomes firing complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over first down 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2 and now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to take another shot here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mike Edwards picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando,
the final
we
adjustments
check in
taking
with
place here for both of these squads.
They're
about ready for the second half in
Coach.
Kansas City. And for the Colts, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Flushed out right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hey, 57, 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Hey, 43, 15.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They go play fake. Mahomes
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
They'll try to run with Swift.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Slot man moves right.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, 57, 57. 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The left side completion to Jones. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 7 at the Dolphins' 43-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Mahomes going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Julio Jones from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Yeah, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution.
Right back to A-Chain on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now two are going to change the play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was no lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's Swift.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Hey, 15.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give up the middle to H.A. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right back to A-Chain on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Tua. Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Tua. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Now Tua signaling to change things up. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 15.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here comes 2nd down.
A gain of a yard.
Mahomes.
Second and 9.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly
both.
what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Mahomes to throw it. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Hero 15. Hey, color.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up.